everyone, today I'm going to do my last installment in the spring summer series, and today I'm going to do face and cheek products. And I have a pretty obscene amount of blush I've picked out to show you, so let's just get started. My three favorite foundations in the summer, my first off, oh my gosh, holy grail, I love it year round, is the Chanel Vita Lumiere Aqua. This is a water-based foundation. So, hold on one second. Lola, stop. Stop. Okay, it is a water-based foundation, so it's kind of like that sheer, dewy, I don't want to say dewy, but it's just like you can see your natural skin through, but your skin looks good. It is my favorite foundation. It's a bit of a darker shade, so I'm having to mix it with a lighter one right now, but I love it. And in the summer, I can wear this shade by itself. Stop. So I should probably get it in a lighter shade too, since I like it so much. My next one, and this is actually a little light for me, so I mix it with that, is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi. This is the shade W1-2, and it's a little bit too pale for me, so I mix it with that one, but I love this. It is just kind of a glowy, dewy foundation look, and even in the summer when I'm a little more oily, I can still wear it, so I don't think you'd have any problem. And both of these, they're kind of, I guess a medium coverage. I mean, they don't cover up everything, but they're still breathable and light, but they're not very sheer. Does that make any sense? I hope so. And then next, this I found out last summer. It is the Jouer Matte Moisture Tint. Ever since I've been using Retin-A, my skin's a little bit more dry, so I'm hoping I'll be able to use it this summer, but I'm probably going to slack off the Retin-A anyways. This is the shade Porcelain, and I started out with this, and then I had to go up to Nude by the end of the summer. But I love it. This is a really medium to full coverage. It is, I think they market it as a tinted moisturizer, but it has a lot of coverage. Do not let tint fool you. And it is oil-free and SPF 15. And I think the bottle is just so sleek and pretty. Now, I know they say you're supposed to, keep foundation a year and then you should get rid of it. But this actually has its own expiration date. So that's nice if you kind of forget. And of course, I think a good BB cream is just, it's my go-to every day. So that is just, to me, I don't even have to say it. I'm going to show you three bronzers. And the first one is the Chanel Soleil Tan de Chanel. Now, I have used the heck out of this. And you can't even tell hardly. First of all, I love this scent. And it can be, when you're pale, it can be a little bit orangey. But I like to get... it's the Sephora, I think it's like the Pro Airbrush 57, and I just swirl it around in this, and I just kind of buff it, like kind of in your contour, but kind of where you would just put bronzer, and I just do it all over. That's how I apply it, because I know it can look a little tricky and intimidating being a cream product, but I love it. I'm probably going to pull this out and start using pretty soon. And then this is the Buxom Hot Escapes Bronzer in Tahiti. And this is just a little sample size I got in a 500 point perk from Sephora. And I don't know, Maldives is the other one. I don't know which one's darker. It smells like toasted coconut. So it's a little bit of a dark bronzer. I'll compare it to Hoola. And it does have some shimmer. So compared to Hoola, you can see this is much darker. So it's a little bit much for me in the winter time, but last summer I loved it. It is just a really good shimmery bronzer. And I mean, it smells like toasted coconut. Who can go wrong there? And last but not least is the Laura Mercier Baked Blush Bronze Ritual. This came out last year and I love it. And yet again, it looks really dark. Let me compare it to the Buxom one. See, this is still darker. But this is so wearable. It has swirls of pink throughout it and some shimmer. It's like light pink and some darker pink and some shimmer. If you have this, then you know what I'm talking about. You love it. If you've bought it and forgot about it, pull it out, give it some love. If you can find it, get your hands on it. I mean, I've been waiting all winter to be able to wear it again. And it's, I mean, I think you get a pretty good amount, but I absolutely love it. And I picked out three kind of cream highlight products. In the summer, I like to wear creamy products. I'm not a super big cream blush person. I like powder ones year round. I like cream ones year round, but it's what I prefer, and these are my spring summer picks. First off is the MAC Strobe Cream. I had some of the strobe lotion once before, and I didn't really love it. I just didn't give it any love. But I got the strobe cream for the winter. Oh, there it is. Because my skin was drier and I was mixing it in my foundation. You could do that for a glow. You could pop it on your cheekbones. You could put it on your legs with your body lotion, whatever. I just think it's a really great product, and it's very multi-purpose. The MAC Cream Color Bases, and I just do not think these get enough love for how good they are. The shade Pearl I love as well. It's kind of like a white gold, but I could not find mine. This is the shade Shell, and I've had this one for a while, and I really need to get a new one. And it is kind of like a pinky tan beige. That sounds awful, but it is a great... I don't think you're even able to see it on my skin today. You're not going to be able to see it, so I guess I don't know. I may just not do swatches of any of these because it's really hard to see. But this is what Shell looks like. That's great. It is beautiful. And then the Sonia Kashuk. These are those little cream sticks, and this is Persian Sunset. And this is gorgeous. It has some sheen. I'll swatch it, see if it shows up. And this you could do just like the other ones. You could do it anywhere. I mean, you could apply this anywhere. These swatches aren't going to show up on my skin tone, I guess. But you saw what that one looked like. It is... all of those are gorgeous. Okay, let's get on to the blushes because we have a lot of those. Okay, I'm going to show you these in no particular order. I'm having to get them. I'm like hoarding my blushes here. So, no particular order. These are just my favorite spring summer picks. And some of these you could wear year round, not all of them. But one of my newest favorites is the Benefit Rockateur Blush. I'm sure you've all seen it. It came out recently. I just think these Benefit blushes smell amazing. It's kind of that rose gold color. You know, I can show you on my finger maybe. With my light, it's just a waste. I'm sure you've all seen pictures of this. And it had this really big overspray of glitter that was pretty frightening. But after you initially use it, it just kind of has a sheen. And this is a really great winter blush, but I think it's going to be great in the summer as well. Next, this is the Dior Rosy Glow. I haven't given this as much love as it deserves, but I have NARS Gaiety, which they're pretty similar. I've been using that one a lot, but this was the one that I found first of all. So either of those, but any just bright pink. That's showing true, but it's probably, I mean, that's how, did you see how like it showed up bright pink? And then it kind of went away. Anyways, just a really bright, cool pink I think is a great pop of color in the summer. Bobbi Brown Pale Pink is another good option. This is Illamasqua Tremble. And this is so gorgeous. It is, oh man. That's pretty good. It's kind of a corally pink. I mean, it has peach, it has pink. This is washing it out big time, but this is a gorgeous color. And these Illamasqua blushes are amazing. They are so just pigmented and rich and creamy. Tom Ford Flush. This is so pigmented. That looks great. That is a great representation. It is just a bright orangey coral with a little bit of a red undertone, but I wouldn't go so far as to say it's a red blush. You know, like MAC Bite of an Apple or whatever. And then while we're on the, you know, kind of almost red colors. This was the NARS Pierre Hardy collection last year, Boys Don't Cry. And for size representation, this is a normal NARS blush. This is this one. I'm never going to be able to go through this whole thing. And it is that same kind of corally orange with almost a hint of red. These are very similar. Very, very similar. If I can think of any dupes that are pretty comparable but easier to find or more affordable, I will list it down below. This had a gold shimmer over it. You can kind of see where it's missing in the middle. So it did not stick around. So it is pretty much a matte color. It is gorgeous. Right now I'm so pale that these would be just scary on. One more in the Ready family is one of the Chanel cream blushes. I do not like cream blushes a lot, but this was gorgeous. It came out in the spring collection. It is number 67. Chamade. And that is what it looks like. I think this will be so gorgeous with a tan. Even in the wintertime, I wore it once when I was pale. You know, it's kind of that like Snow White, in from the cold, you know, flushed cheeks. I mean, you all know it's no secret I have these little acne scars, so they're kind of, I didn't have them last summer, and I'm hoping they go away because it really interferes with bright cheeks because you can see them through. I love that. Another bright one. This one is new to me, and I cannot wait to wear it this year. It's Bobbi Brown Apricot. This may look kind of red, but I will show it compared to one of the more red type ones, and you'll see it's not. It is warm pink. It's bright. It is highly pigmented. I wouldn't say there's really red to it. It's a good warm pink. Speaking of pink, it is the blush I'm wearing today. I don't know how much it's going to show up on my lighting. It is the Milani Baked Blush in Delicioso Pink. And this is gorgeous. That's probably pretty true in color, but it's a lot brighter. I mean, this is, oh, they feel so soft and buttery. They are amazing. I've worn this a few times already, and I'm pretty pale, so I cannot wait to wear it in the summer. Another really bright pink, coral pink. It's the Burberry blushes. And this is, let me compare it to the Bobbi Brown for you. This is a bright, it says it's called coral pink, but to me there's not any, I mean on camera it looks like it, and on camera these look fairly close. But if you're a blush addict, then they're different enough to own both. But in person, I don't really think it has a lot of coralness to it. But it is a bright, I mean, this is just a bright, true pink. It has maybe a bit of a mauve-y undertone. I don't want to say it's mauve, but there's a little something there that's a little different. This is gorgeous. And these Burberry blushes are just, they're just beautiful. Okay, I think all that I have left are corals, and then one more that's a little, I don't even know how to describe this. This is NARS Luster. I think they describe it as like an apricot color, which is really funny because Bobbi Brown apricot is nothing like it. This is so beautiful. I can't get away with wearing it any other time of the year except when I have some color, because it does translate pretty dark. Let me get up closer. It has a pretty good amount of sheen in it. So if you do not like shimmer or sheen, you will not like this. And it is gorgeous. The only way I can describe it is it just makes you look so healthy and glowing and just, oh, it's a beautiful blush. If you do not have that, or you want one summer blush, that would be the one I tell you to get. Out of anything in this video, the Laura Mercier Ritual Bronzer, it's going to be hard to find, but it's gorgeous, and NARS Luster. And if you're looking for a foundation, check out this UA Matte Moisture Tint. Okay, Laura Mercier Lush Nectarine. This is just a good coral, true color, true coral. It's not too bright, it's not too pink, it's not too red, it's not too orange. It is beautiful. And I have to admit, I really like these little Laura Mercier blushes. They're small, they're compact. I mean, the Bobbi Brown is even bigger than it. I mean, I'm not saying, oh, look at what little bit you get, but I just think they're really good in size, and they pop out in the back. So if you have one of those palettes, you can do that, or they're just so good to travel with. But I love the Lush Nectarine. And I have another one of her blushes, Lotus Pink, And I like it, so they're all really good quality, but that's my favorite. Another orange. This is one of the Marc Jacobs blushes in Irresistible. And this is like a burnt orange color. I got this at the end of the summer last year, so I didn't get to show it a lot of love. And I believe these are baked blushes. I'm not sure. I think so. I have a few of these blushes and I love them all. And these are, you know, a good small little compact. But if you want a burnt orange color, this is the one for you. I really like corals and oranges on my skin. MAC Peaches is another one that I would even... I don't know if it's described as burnt orange, but it's in the same genre as this, and it's a lot more affordable. And last but not least, this is from that NARS Final Cut collection, and this is the blush Final Cut. And it is, let me compare it to the Lush Nectarine, so you'll see what I'm talking about. They're very similar in tone. Lush Nectarine has some shimmer, Final Cut does not, and Final Cut is a little bit pinker. Yeah, this is a gorgeous blush. I can see me wearing this all spring or summer. I think it will go with so many things because by the tone it's almost a neutral, but not quite. So I think it will be very, very versatile. Okay, that is all of my spring summer picks for this season. I think I'll probably do it again when it gets fall winter time. I don't think I'll be doing another summery one. I mean, I may do like a My Summer Loves thing, but other than that, that is all for this series. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Bye.